25-20. Jeff Saturday coaches Matt Ryan to win this game against Josh McDaniels and Derek Carr and Devontae Adams in a game they had no business winning, but they win it in Vegas. Indianapolis Colts 25. The Vegas Raiders score 20. Takes the Colts to 4-5-1. Takes the Raiders to 2-7. Jeff Saturday gets his first win. The O-line did great. While, of course, we know with interim coaches, you know, you get that jolt of energy because you got new blood in that system and you're playing hard for them. Normally that wears off about 2 weeks. This was the first week of Jeff Saturday. We'll see how it works. But the Raiders, let's talk about it. Y'all spent the first round pick. It's about starting to be time. I mean, they can't trade off parts now, but in the offseason, they're going to have to trade off parts because Derek Carr probably, I mean, let's go back. In the news this week, ownership said that they were not going to get rid of Josh McDaniels. So when you make that declaration, you got to get rid of somebody. So that means Derek Carr ain't going to be there. There's no way I can see that Derek Carr that Josh McDaniels continues to be there and Derek Carr continues to be there and they continue to move forward. There's no way. So I don't think Derek Carr will be a Raider. And Derek Carr has gone on to say that he would retire because he doesn't want to play for another team. But we'll see how true that is because I don't think he'll be back in 2023. Let's keep it moving. The Arizona Cardinals beat the Los Angeles Rams in this NFC West battle 27-17. Takes the Arizona Cardinals to 4-6. Takes the Rams to 3-6. Both teams were playing backup quarterback, so boring on that front. Colt McCoy played well. One of Texas' favorite sons. But the Arizona Cardinals defense is what really should be talked about here. They took the ball away twice. And Zaven Collins, the linebacker, finally, he's blossoming. The game's starting to slow down for him. He's starting to blossom. He was all over the place in that game. So this was a good division road win for the Arizona Cardinals, and those are tough. The Rams, they don't seem like they have anywhere to go. You want to say the sky's the limit, but it's not. I think they put all into winning that Super Bowl last year, and now we see that it seems to be over. But the NFC West is still winnable for every team in this division, I think. The NFC West is still winnable. So we'll see. Again, we will see what happens. The Dallas Cowboys lose to the Green Bay Packers. Oh, let me change that. The Green Bay Packers beat the Dallas Cowboys 31-28 because this was a beatdown. Look, Dallas was rolling here. They were getting it together. Mike McCarthy's coming back to Green Bay, the first place that he had a head coaching gig. Green Bay coming off, I want to say a 4-game losing streak, something like that. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers ain't meshing with none of his wide receiver core. Like, so much is happening in Green Bay, but they find a way to win in overtime. Aaron Rodgers looked like the Aaron Rodgers of old in this game. Not only that, but the rookie wide receiver matured. I think, if I'm not tripping, he had three touchdown catches. And I think now Aaron Rodgers has a little bit more trust in him. And this could pay off huge dividends for them in the future. For the Cowboys, what happened to the defense? What happened to the defense? I expected more. The Christian Watson is the wide receiver I'm talking about, but for the defense of Dallas, I was expecting more pressures. I was expecting more sacks, and that was the way, I believe, to figure out how to beat Green Bay, especially since they were wounded anyway. So Dallas Cowboys 6-3, Green Bay Packers are 4-6. I do not think the Packers can win their division because obviously the Vikings are 8-1. But they just need to keep it going. This is the NFC. They could still make the playoffs, and you never know what could happen in the playoffs. Let's see. The Green Bay Packers only allowed 2 sacks. Fourth down, it just wasn't a great game for Dallas. They scored this stuff, but it wasn't. They didn't play to the best of their ability. Let's put it like that, in my opinion. Let's go to Sunday Night Football, where the San Francisco 49ers beat the Los Angeles Chargers 22-16. Both teams are 5-4. First of all, let me be the first to say, meh. Hey, I'm sorry. There's no way the talking heads going to keep picking the Chargers team, and they keep giving you this lame duck energy. And this is what it is. Lame duck energy. Sunday Night Football. If you are a legit team, you got to come out and win this game. This is in front of all eyes. And the Chargers lose it. The Chargers lose it. Nick Bosa is actually tied for second and with 9.5 sacks. Whew. He got after it Sunday night. He got after it Sunday night. And then McCaffrey with the winning touchdown run. Yeah. The Chargers, for Chiefs fans, we hear about how great the Chargers are every year and how they're picked to win a division for the last 7 years. And it never happens. Never happens. Phillip Rivers and all. But anyway, so I got to laugh at them. Los Angeles 5-4, San Francisco 5-4. Los Angeles still in the division. You know, I think losing this game puts them 2 games behind the Chiefs. San Francisco's right in the mix with the NFC West. Look, the NFC West is up for grabs, really. Yeah, it's up for grabs. Geno, I think, is 1 game ahead, if I'm not tripping. I might be tripping. But, 6-4. No, I think everybody's about tied. Because, I think everybody's about tied. But, Bosa, I think I mentioned that Bosa's tied for second with sacks. McCaffrey had the winning touchdown run. Big deal. Keep it moving. The 72 Dolphins are sipping champagne as the Eagles ain't defeated anymore. Shout out to audience of 1, but unfortunately we're talking about a loss here. The Washington Commanders improved to 5-5, and the Philadelphia Eagles dropped to 8-1, undefeated no longer. With that forced fumble by Sweat, I thought the Eagles were on their way to 9-0 early in the game, but that just didn't happen. McLaurin made that catch with Slay guarding him. I thought he would not come down with the ball, but he did. One other thing I want to notice, Heineke was amped
from the start of the game. He came in this game like really amped up to win. And so I saw that, noticed that, and they didn't win because of him, obviously, but they won because everybody was all in on this game. Everybody from the Washington Commanders was all in on this game. That last score was just garbage time, obviously, because the Eagles were trying their best last-ditch effort and fumbled, and they walked it into the end zone. So, one thing I will say, the Eagles can't let this loss take them under. Like, they just can't. They got to get back to the way they were doing when they were winning football games. And the reason I say that, and I know Arizona is what they are, and I don't think the Eagles are that way. But seeing an opportunity wasted, or I don't think you wasted it. Let me rephrase that. Seeing an opportunity to continue undefeated now is just gone. It could, for a specific team, it could literally derail your season. Don't let it. You can't be like last season's Cardinals or the Chiefs in 2003 because they didn't win a playoff game that year. You got to take another. Now it's time to take it one game at a time again. Like, you think it's hard to take it one game at a time when you're winning and undefeated. You got to take it one game at a time now for sure. And just keep it moving, man. Just the Eagles just got to make sure that they keep their head to the grindstone, their nose to the grindstone. The Cowboys just lost, so you're still ahead of the NFC East. So just take it a game at a time and keep it moving. All right, that's it for Week 10. That's it for Week 10. A lot of storylines. I mean, there's some stuff I'm going to eventually talk about, but I had to get this Week 10 recap in because it was an eventful weekend. So I appreciate you listening. I love each and every one of y'all. We in the holiday season. For those that are might be feeling a little depressed. Because, I mean, the holidays brings on a time where people don't feel their best. Please reach out to someone, get help. Holla at me on Twitter. I am UNKC. I can point you in the right direction. Just keep your head up. That's my message to each and every one of y'all. Keep your head up and reach out for help. Somebody can help you. And if they can't, somebody can point you in the direction to get help. I love you. Like I said, I love each and every one of y'all. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for listening, and I don't take it for granted. And hopefully I'll be back in a couple days with look ahead for Week 11. But as you hear me say all the time, I got kids. That's mainly why I got 5 kids. That's mainly why y'all haven't seen me like go on the air on the video chat thing yet, because I be recording this with bags under my eyes. I don't want to see my ugly mug, but one of these days I'm gonna get the courage to do it, and it is what it is. So again, appreciate you for listening, and until next time, deuces.
Thanks for listening. You can find this show wherever you get your podcasts. If it's not at your favorite spot, we will work to get it there. The Hunnid Yard Podcast. Presented by Chiefs Focus.